Hi everyone, today we will be solving the third problem from leetcode pattern website, so which is squares of a sorted array. So let's start with the problem statement. We are given a sorted array and we have to return a sorted array, but all the numbers should be squared. So we can take a few examples. So if we have 1, 2 and 3, then we will square this number will be 1, this will be 4 and this one will be 9. And we have to return this in the sorted order. So for once you might think that this is a simple problem, we just square each element, but the tricky question here is we have negative numbers as well. So for negative number, we can take this example right here. So this is the array and let's square all the elements. So this will be 16, 1, 0, 9 and 100. So now we can see we do not have the array in sorted order because this number is greater than this and this, right? So one of the very simple solution is to just square the numbers. Then we have this array and then we simply just sort it. So we perform a sort operation and we get the sorted array. The problem with this solution is the time complexity. So for sorting, the time complexity is order n log n. So we want to reduce this time complexity to preferably order n. Let's see how we can do that. So this is our array and let's say we keep 2 pointers. So we keep a left pointer here, LP, and then we keep a right pointer here, and we want to build up another resultant array. Now let's keep one more pointer on this resultant array, which is a moving pointer, let's say, and it is pointing to the last element of the resultant array. So let's see, we have at LP we have -4 and at RP we have 10. So let me write the square of both of them, or let's just compare them. So we have -4 and 10, right? So we can see that if we do an absolute of this, let's apply an absolute function here and an absolute function here. So we can make both of them positive, right? It will be 4 and it will be 10. So we can see here 10 is greater than 4. So we want the square of this element right here at the moving pointer position. So we will put 100 here. And then what we will do is we will move the MP right here. Since we are done with RP, we can move it to 3. Now again, we will follow the same thing. So we will do absolute of -4, which is 4, and absolute of 3, which is 3. So in this case, the left pointer one is greater, so we will square that. So 4 square will be 16, and then we'll move all these pointers. Now LP is moved to -1, so we have -1 and we have 3. So 3 is greater here. If we take absolute value as well, 3 is greater. So it will be 9 here. Then we will move the pointer again. So RP will be pointing to 0 and this will be pointing to -1. So now we have 0 and -1 and we take the absolute value. So it will be 1. Then that will be greater. So we will have 1 here. And at last, both LP and RP are pointing to 0. So we will just, and MP is pointing right here. So we will square 0 and put it here. So I guess the solution is clear. Now we have a sorted array and it is squared. And the time complexity of this solution is order of n. Since we are just moving the left pointer and right pointer, there is no other operation required. Now let's start coding the solution. So we will create a vector of integer. Let's call it as the result array and its size will be nums.size. We keep a left pointer at the starting, right pointer at the ending of the array, so which will be nums.size -1, and we keep a moving pointer, right, which will be res.size -1. Now the condition in this case will be that left pointer should be less than or equal to, since we have to keep this element. So at last we will have left pointer and right pointer at same position. We want to do square of that and put it in the resultant array. So left pointer should be less than equal to the right pointer. Now we compare. So if absolute value of nums of left pointer is greater than absolute value of nums of right pointer, then in this case the result in the resultant array at move pointer position, we will put nums of left pointer into nums of left pointer, since left pointer is pointing to a greater value, and then we move the left pointer ahead. Otherwise we will keep at the moving pointer position nums of right pointer square, and we'll move the right pointer. After that, the common step is that we move the moving pointer. So move pointer will be always decreasing, and then we can return this array. Now let's just copy this solution and let's try to run it. So this is passing. Let's try to submit. So as we can see, this is accepted. So I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching and do subscribe the channel. Thank you.